Brandon, the university's got to do more with less. You get budget cuts all the time. I already just said possibly things are going to be more expensive if they're sustainable. How do you, if you're trying to run a big university, how do you make those kinds of choices?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. And in terms of the trade-offs and the cost, time and money, I wrote down the same two things when I was thinking about these questions earlier. And with respect to money, though, my comments about the last question, it may take a little bit more thought and a little bit more time to do things, right, quote unquote. But in terms of cost, I think that's where, again, true cost accounting and the life cycle analysis comes into the equation, because you have to think about cost when, and time is a huge component of cost. So if you are investing a little bit more upfront in making a system more sustainable, chances are that sometime down the road you're going to be saving. Now, as we discussed earlier, it's not really in our economic language right now to be able to quantify those things very easily. But what we're doing is we're internalizing some of those externalities that our economy is so good at externalizing right now. And so if we shift the cost burden and we have a truer cost of the way of doing business, I think that will drive things like consumer choice. I don't want people to think, based on my comments earlier, I want to eliminate consumer choice, but it's just not possible for the standard consumer to be educated about every product and practice that they encounter on a daily or annual basis. We can't expect that level of information flow about all of the things we about the way we live. So if we're able to pay the true cost of a gallon of gasoline, the true cost of a ton of concrete, then I think we can make more educated decisions, not just as consumers, but as an entire society.